I think WWE made a mistake, and in today's video, we're going to discuss just that.
Let's talk wrestling with Billy!
Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Billy. If you are new here, definitely be sure to like this video. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, man. Definitely like it because liking helps the algorithm. But, guys, I really do. I think WWE may have made a mistake. And what may that mistake be? Well, there's kind of a couple of them, and we're going to discuss them all in today's video. And we'll start off with just the first thing that comes to mind after coming out of last night in the 2024 Royal Rumble match. What is the first thing that I think of when I think of WWE made a mistake? I think of the Women's Royal Rumble match not main eventing the show, and I think that's the number one thing. And the reason why I say that is because the main event is full of surprises. That's what people tend to associate the main event with. And this Women's Royal Rumble match, maybe it was excitement, maybe it was just you were ready to go and you were prepared for what was going to happen. Regardless of the fact, the Women's Royal Rumble match had every emotion that it could have possibly had, to where the men's, we'll get into in a little bit, didn't have all of that. The Women's Royal Rumble match made me feel something. Seeing Jordynne Grace, Naomi returning, Bianca, Jade, all of those people, it makes me feel something. And in my pro wrestling, that's what I need. I need to feel something. So I do believe that WWE made a huge mistake by not having that main event, especially if you're going to give me Liv Morgan at 30. It's actually a big deal, and people need to kind of understand that. It is. Liv was the perfect person at number 30. Now, WWE also, I hate to say it here, they made a couple mistakes. And number two would be the Men's Royal Rumble. The Men's Royal Rumble felt lackluster. It did. It didn't feel like what I'm used to in a Royal Rumble. And yes, I do get Cody finishing the story, and that's great. I love that because, again, it's things that they're cohesive with my television, which makes a lot of sense, right? That's what I want out of my TV show, is something to be cohesive. And WWE did just that by having Cody win. For the last year, I've been being told that Cody is going to be the new guy, and WWE made it look like Cody was going to be the new guy. So they did a good job there, but where it was lackluster is some of the spots didn't feel, and maybe it was the crowd. Again, don't watch your wrestling for the crowd, but understand, and I know that a crowd being lackluster sucks. And it makes for a horrible fan experience watching. And it makes things seem a little more downplayed than they may actually be. Like Braun Breaker and Gunther, for example. That's a huge deal. But it wasn't treated as such on my television. But people should know that Braun Breaker and Gunther showing up is huge. Now, don't get me wrong. WWE had some really high spots here. Cody and CM Punk at the end, and after what I seen this past Monday on Raw, having those two stand in the middle of the ring at the end, absolutely outstanding. I love it. Those are things that I want to see. And there was something that CM Punk actually said that I said last night in the live stream with Ango, which you guys can go check out over on the channel. What I said on the live stream was that CM Punk saying, I didn't wait 10 years to lose to Dusty's kid, says 1,000 words with just a couple. And I love that, and I think it's awesome, right? I think that needs to be appreciated. CM Punk did his job. He played the heel, and I love when CM Punk is a heel. I think we can all agree on that. CM Punk as a heel is a little bit better than CM Punk as a babyface, but that's neither here nor there. CM Punk working as the heel was absolutely outstanding. And now CM Punk has an arc. He has a new story to tell because he did lose to Cody Rhodes. Now, will CM Punk still go on to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? Absolutely 1,000%. WWE has a plan, and they told you that they have a plan. So that's all fine and dandy. There were some other things that I'm not going to touch too crazy on. Obviously, the press conference, I did see everything that was going on with Triple H and the way that he responded to. I'll let that up for, what's the word that I'm looking for? You guys will analyze that how you want to analyze it. I don't think I need to sit here and discuss a press conference you guys will pick and choose what you want or what you feel about what Triple H said during the press conference. I have my own feelings about it. I'm not going to talk about it here because I don't think this is the place, especially with everything that is currently going on in that product right now. I genuinely don't believe so. Obviously, us YouTubers in the world, we have no power and no say in any of this, and we can't do anything about it, but we can watch from the sidelines, and we see everything that's going on. And I know some people have discussed it, some people have chose not to. Regardless, I respect all of the people in the space that do discuss it or don't. At the end of the day, it's a very touchy subject, and not all of us are up with discussing it, me being one of those people who's not up for discussing it. Right now, the WWE may have just made a couple mistakes that should be talked about. And I felt like they needed to be talked about. I felt like it was important that they were brought to light. WWE did the best that they possibly could with the cards that they were dealt. And I know a lot of people were reading on the internet and they were seeing The Rock and they were seeing MJF, but sometimes the story that is being told on your television is the best story, right? So when I look at CM Punk and I look at Cody Rhodes, that was the best story for that moment in time. Do I think that maybe the match itself could have been booked a little bit better? Absolutely. But that's the thing. With pro wrestling, there's always some kind of flaw. Not everything can be perfect. And at the end of the day, this is all live. These are people doing what they're doing live. So, you take it how you want. It is what it is. But other than that, the Royal Rumble, it was an awesome show. It made me think to myself, like, oh, man, like, what are the plans for WrestleMania? And obviously seeing Jay and Jimmy open up the show, that's something I didn't touch on. But it's something that should be touched on. Jay and Jimmy open up the show, or open up the Royal Rumble match, was absolutely perfect. It's starting to tell the story of Jimmy and Jay going on to face one another at WrestleMania, which I do believe will be the case because those two do need to cross paths. And I think you can kind of do something with Cody in how they're both going over to SmackDown. Jimmy and Jay can both go over to SmackDown and go do what they need to do. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts, and that's just me kind of rambling on and trying to get across my little points here. But other than that, I want to say that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys see, my background is blue here, and that's because today is Lions Day. Today, the Lions are facing the San Francisco 49ers, and here in Detroit, we are ready. We are pumped. We're looking forward to seeing our Lions hopefully win. Hopefully. If they do lose, I'll come back to this, and I'll say I'm a loser, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm hoping for my Lions W today. Other than that, that is all I got for you guys today. My name is Billy. If you're new here, definitely be sure to like this video and smash the like button, man. It helps the algorithm a ton. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel because I love you guys. And I want to know what your guys' thoughts were on the show itself. Do you think WWE made a couple mistakes? Did they not? If they did, tell me what mistakes they actually did make. If they didn't, drop down in the comments section below and be like, Billy, you're crazy and you have no idea what you're talking about. Go ahead and do all that. But other than that, that is all I got for you guys today. I'll be talking to you later. Peace.